about you, Chris? You got what's a hot topic for you in terms of security?
Probably just security panels. They have a lot of different stuff now with wireless panels and things like that. Honeywell's a big product that we use. Honeywell has their own wireless line called the Tuxedo series. Or if you're going to bigger homes where you have hardwired options and things like that, you can go with the Vista series. Both very good, both very reliable. They interface great with our control system, which is Control 4. You also have other wireless things like systems called 2 gig. 2 gig's also very good. It's a lot like the Ring in the sense that it's kind of its own entity. Those are definitely some of the newer products that are out now.
What's your feedback on, especially on the Honeywell Vista? Because I know we have a video coming out about the Vista. But what do you think, Mike? What's your opinion of the Vista?
It's reliable. It just works. It works, and I mean, having the wireless capability is really big, and then also being able to integrate so smoothly with our system is really big, because then you get to take the functionality of your alarm and your security system to another level, where you can control it when you're not there, and you can, like Joey was talking about, setting trips and events based around your alarm. But I think the panel and the product itself is solid. I've never done a 2 gig, but I've heard good things. They're probably better for smaller systems, smaller homes, because they do wireless, and wireless doesn't always play nice if there's too many things on the network. If there's too many things on wireless, it gets messy. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think I agree with Chris on it. With a 2 gig, it's kind of like Ring in the sense it's got another amazing interface. They did a great job of building a pretty awesome interface, and they use it with alarm.com. Alarm.com does an amazing interface too, but you can also use alarm.com with Honeywell also. But the interface is easy to use. We use them a lot, especially in commercial, because you got people coming in and out that maybe a new manager or new this, they don't really have to question what to press. You just look at the alarm and you press the buttons. I think the new touch panels through Honeywell were to compete with the 2 gig kind of setup, because their interface is pretty easy to use. And I think that the new touch panels through Honeywell have done that. They look good, they're elegant, plus they're easy to use. But 2 gig doesn't have an interface to let it work with, like a control system like Control 4 or Savant or Crestron. None of them can really take on a 2 gig. It is a standalone system. It can actually become its own little kind of smaller automation system. It does Z-Wave, and it can control door locks, and it can control multiple different things, but all that stuff is wireless again, like Mike is saying, which becomes, if you're in a bigger home, like some of the ones we do up to 50 to 100 zones, I mean, you could have everything separate to where it's going to trigger and give you an event. I mean, that's going to let you know and let the cops know what area it is. So same with a wireless alarm, all those sensors and stuff are separate. They're all separate. So even if you have a room that has 5 windows in it, you can't hook those windows together. They're all counted as a zipper zone because they're wireless. So you can fill up a wireless alarm, I feel like, fairly quick in a big home.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, Chris, question. If we were to show the audience one of the newer Honeywell touch panels, the ones that Joey was talking about, would that be a 6290?
Yes. Yep. And the new ones are nice as far as for us too, for technicians, because you can program through those, where the other models like 5160 you can't program through. They're not as nice looking. You can get up to the alpha keypads, which are the 6160 series. Those are definitely the nicer. But yeah, that new touchscreen is very nice and very user friendly. So,
can you see that on my screen right now?
Yeah. So right there, it says ready to arm, and up top right there it says arm away, and then you have right below arm stay. Oh, actually, it says arm night, arm away, arm stay, and arm away, and then disarm. It's all right there in front of you to pretty well get to it. And if it has a fault, it's really easy to get to, and you can choose whether you want to bypass that fault or go right to it, which I feel like the touch panel before this one was a little harder to get to the bypass stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And that one's nice because you have the one button away, so you don't have to put in your code when you're leaving. When you come back, it will automatically pop up with the keypad, so you'll know to put your code in when you enter the house. So
yeah, you know, and on the wireless thing, you know, our house is a lot of things still. We have our 2.4 gig and we have our 5 gig, but a lot of stuff that's running on Zigbee is still 2.4 gigahertz, which runs on the same spectrum as your Wi-Fi. So when you start using a lot of that stuff, the channels and stuff can mess with your internet and your network for sure. Same with Ring, you know, with Mike talking about the new Elite cameras. That is a big deal, being able to plug them in, because if you had 10, you know, cameras running Wi-Fi, cameras, as they start to get up in the higher resolutions, even at 1080p, it's still moving a lot of information across your network, and you're technically uploading that information. So we're not looking at download speed, we're looking at upload speed. So average home, say 50 to 100 meg, but their up is not 50 to 100. Their up is 10, 5, 10. If they're running like a gig setup, it's going to be in the 20s to 30s, unless they get a fiber line, then they're going to be up in the 200s. But most of us are running on Cox or the basic CenturyLink, which is going to put our upload speeds like 5, 10, 20. That's not very much when you're trying to upload all that camera footage.